I always thought the persistent tapping on my bedroom window was just a pesky branch brushing against the glass. This was a comforting thought, one that I clung to, especially during those long, solitary nights when the darkness seemed a little too eager to seep into my room. It was a rhythmic sound, almost like a heartbeat, and I convinced myself that it was just nature's way of singing me to sleep. But when I moved to a new apartment across town, leaving behind the old creaky trees that surrounded my childhood home, the tapping followed. It started on the very first night. Tap, tap, tap. The sound was unmistakable, and this time, there were no branches to blame. I tried to rationalize it, thinking it must be a bird or perhaps some loose shingles reacting to the wind. But as nights turned into weeks, the tapping grew more insistent, more demanding. It began to synchronize with a pattern, one that seemed to respond to my movements, my breathing, and even my thoughts. I could no longer ignore it. My curiosity turned into an obsession. I spent hours by the window, waiting for the source of the sound to reveal itself. I even recorded it, hoping to catch a glimpse of whatever was behind this relentless noise. But all my efforts were in vain. Desperate for answers, I reached out to the previous tenant of the apartment. Her response was cryptic and unsettling. "Did you hear it too?" she asked, her voice trembling through the phone. She refused to say more, only suggesting that I should never acknowledge it. "Do not let it know you're aware," she warned. Her words sent chills down my spine. That night, I followed her advice, trying to ignore the tapping, pretending it wasn't there. But it was impossible. The sound grew louder, more aggressive, as if it was mocking me for my ignorance. One stormy night, the power went out, and the tapping turned into a pounding. I couldn't take it anymore. I flung the window open, shouting into the void beyond. Silence answered me, but only for a moment. Then, a whisper crept through the darkness, a voice without a body, echoing my own thoughts back at me. "I found you," it said, and the tapping resumed, no longer at the window but inside my head. I realized then, with a terror so profound it left me trembling, that the sound was never outside. It had always been with me, a sinister echo of something I could never escape.